after so much debate, yung climate change, pipirmahan ko, it was a unanimous vote except for one or two. Ako yung isa which was arguing about if it's a binding treaty, you have to have a sanction. But it's binding. If you read the treaty, it's binding, but there is no sanction. So that if it is a low country in terms of economic level, the big ones will always force you to do it. But if it is the highly industrialized countries, there's nothing you can do about it. Because yung sanctions cannot be done by the smaller nations, let alone without the powers of pressure. The name of the game is pressure. And isa pa dyan, do we get the money? Now remember, contrary to the popular belief, we read the contract word for word. Yung pera na to be culled sa mga rich industrial countries, hanggang doon lang. And there is no binding agreement that they have to pay this and that. At yung sabi nila na they're forced to say that, sali na tayo dito, at kung magkaroon tayo ng damage, makakolekta ka dyan sa 200 million revolving fund o 300 billion or million. But whatever it is, the industrial countries have been known not to honor financial obligation, especially America. It has not paid its dues to the United Nations. Late yan sila mag-work. At hindi kung hindi ka makabayad dyan sa America, United Nations, mas lalo na kung... So it's more or less a problem of perception. But yes, I presented the strongest argument against it, although later bumigay siya. Ako naman, because it's a cabinet decision, I'll go along with it and sign it. As I promised you, I will not solve this problem alone. I will place it on the table, give the cabinet members, the whole of the cabinet to vote. Kasi ako ngayon, hindi talaga ako kumpante. But of course, we are now bound if we sign it. But in matters of enforcement, if you say it's a binding treaty, there has to be a sanction. So otherwise, if you don't, there's something coming up your way. The problem is read again and again, and you'll find that there is sanction. Even in the matter of contributing the money to a common fund, read again, because it does not say about payment of damages that you may incur in a storm or a typhoon like Yolanda. That money you can borrow to build your anti-pollution, anti-carbon emission. It is a money that has to be used in a different way, not an outright payment for the damages. For after all, ang hinihingi lang nila sa atin is 0.3, with China about 24 carbon emissions footprints. Tayo 0.3 lang ang hinihingi nila sa atin. But ang national law natin says that over the years, we will have to reduce it by 70, if I'm not mistaken. Hindi na kaya sobra nga eh. Ang hinihingi nila, 0.3. There's really no point in even insisting on signing it. Because the national law, which binds us only, says that we have to reduce it by 70. Look at the law. Hindi na kailangan nga eh. 0.3 lang hinihingi nila. We overshot it by 1,000 miles. 70 yung atin. So ang hingin nila sa atin ngayon is hindi na 70 but 0.3. But we have a law which if we don't amend or change or modify, it imposes a more stringent and strict number. That's why it took us several hours to finish the cabinet meeting, only to dwell on that particular issue. But hopefully, I said, with the decision, which I myself decided to be decided by the committee as a whole. So, walang problema ho yan. Apurado lang kasi yung iba. No, and they were blubbering their mouth about not my signing. I did not have a single even one-page paper before in front of me. So what do I sign? What do I study?